For those of you who love to quilt, the blanket stitch is one you're probably going to use a lot. Now, on this machine, row 2, stitch number 9, 10, and 11 are all three different types of blanket stitches. The one I tend to go to is number 11. Now, it would need to be kind of made a little bit bigger and wider and longer. I always do the same number. So if I make it 3 wide, I make it 3 long, kind of keep it proportional. Also, to an open toe foot, highly recommended so you can see where you're going. What you're going to do is you're going to drop the needle down, and I'm bringing it down actually in the base fabric, but right next to the raw edge. So as we start to stitch, we can go ahead and go around. But what I'm doing is keeping the raw edge and the stitch coming towards me nice and close together. Now, once again, stop with your needle in the down position. Now, if you're going to turn a corner like I'm about to right there, you do want to find that you want to be on the outside of the stitch that's on the right. And then that way, you're not surprised by the stitch turning into kind of an open zigzag in the middle of the blanket stitch. But it's kind of fun. You can just go around. I'm actually going through batting and everything, so it's pretty easy to do. Just fuse the heart on and it'll be super easy. How about let me switch over to number 9. I'll show you the differences here. Number 9 is going to have a little bit more of a 2 stitches before every jump. So 1, 2, and then a stitch. 1, 2, then a stitch. And anytime I do applique like by machine, I always get the rhythm of the stitch. So I always know what direction it's going to go in next. So then that way when I get to turning it or pivoting, I know that it's going to jump in or go back or go forward at any given time. And that's just kind of fun with your machine. Now the other version of this stitch is stitch number 10. 10 is a triple version of it. So what's going to do, oh, and it moves over. There we go. Actually, I'm going to need to move this a little bit. I did not know it was set up on the outside edge of this. That is very nice. That stitch allows you to run the raw edge right along the inside of the toe. Well, that makes it a whole lot easier. But you also kind of need to also plan for this stitch because it's a triple stitch. It's going to go forward, back, forward. Then jump in 2 times. So 4 stitches into the middle. And then go forward, back, forward. So there's certain times you do or don't want to actually pivot because it could be in that forward, back, forward and not actually at a good pivot time. So you kind of have to watch where you're going in that regard. But it really makes it look like you've used heavier thread when you're just using the standard thread that you would use to sew with. All right, let's take a look at what we've got here. We'll finish the stitch. You can push stop or actually fix. Let's just fix it because then it's going to lock immediately and stop for you. Okay, so when we started, we were doing kind of the standard, what I call a standard blanket stitch. Just keep it right along the edge here. Then we switched to the other stitch, the one that had 2 stitches in between, so it spread it out a little bit. This is where I got the nice little surprise, a good surprise, because I do like to, when I can, move that needle position over, which you can't on this machine, but this stitch is programmed to be kind of shifted. It's kind of set up to be in the right justification of the foot, and then it goes around. Look how much heavier it is compared to where we started. That is a neat stitch. It just takes a little time, a little practice on that, but enjoy all 3 blanket stitches you have built into this machine.